to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Miners will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Fires it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. It's Gandy. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
So the UTEP Miners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Takes the easy completion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Robertson. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in...
Brings into the open. Jumped on top of the pile. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Baker. A little screen to the running back. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking.
What's up, Daniel? Happy Saturday, brother.
The Miners just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Odom. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Miners will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Zings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for a man, it's Baker. Grab near the sticks, it's Wilkerson. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the foot.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a man, it's Thomas. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Snagged in the middle, it's Odom. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Odom. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working the middle, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the Miners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
Creates a little room. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. An 84-yard drive there. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much...
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to throw, it's Nelson. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Oda. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Smith. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Willis. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and then I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys, and that's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Miners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Nelson. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
And the Miners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, UTEP! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gandy. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Gain of 19 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
for the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
That's caught. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then they're
turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Floating away. Quickly out to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket. You know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The Miners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gandy. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilkerson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Finley. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And you gotta love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Here's the pressure. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And they go back on top. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
With the catch, it's Odom. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Got a man, it's Odom. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds and the 29, and they are rolling. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Willis.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by just 1 over Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Gandy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He'll do it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job of taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Miners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Nelson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up?
There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miners. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Defense showing blitz here. Looking left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Miners line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UTEP! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Louisiana Tech, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it in stride at the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that one's way too far for everybody.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice.
Into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They want their clock to run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wilson on the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Breaks the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that